The deal that will change everything. You want to know the last information about the crypto world? Smash the like button. It's time for Crypto News, crypto to the max. And today we have the markets closed in United States because of the holidays. I hope you are all having a good time, but we never rest. We have to watch the other markets that are open, like China and Japan. Japan is going up, China is going up, but Bitcoin today is going down. And why is that? Why are we in the red? And are we going to find support in this point in order to break the tendency line? We'll see about that. The trend is your friend. We need to break that trend line. And of course, everything has to do with our favorite troll, Donald Trump, just mocking us here with this toy and giving us so many informations. Like, for example, here with China and the deal that may change everything. Are they going to finally, well, bury the hatchet and get a deal, a good deal, a beautiful deal? Actually, this is something that we believe that might happen soon enough, but also we have some other pieces of information that you need to know. Like, for example, Jerome Powell, he talked and he doesn't seem that he's willing to cut the rates. Donald Trump is saying that as Europe is cutting them, Jerome Powell is putting United States at disadvantage and he's urging the Fed to cut the rates. This would be bearish for the markets, of course. News from Jerome Powell, news from China. Are we going to have a deal? Well, right now, what we know is that maybe apps like Shane are going to be more expensive for the users. That's terrible. So, yeah, we better get a deal that are rising the prices on Shane products. And also, we had this rumor out there that apparently China is selling 15,000 Bitcoin for buying gold. Is this true? This would be worse than the move that Germany did in the past, but we need to track that. Maybe it's just fake news. Again, European Central Bank is cutting the main interest rate to 2.25%. Is the Fed going to be next? What's going to happen with China? Those are the two things that we need to consider. Donald Trump now putting a lot of pressure on Jerome Powell, and he's even saying that he's not so smart, that he might be fired. He's trying to get him fired, allegedly, and they say that maybe even a plan there when he's going to fire him, even though with the rules it's not possible, but he can find a way. And then in the next meeting of the Fed, the next president would say that he cuts the rates. That would be May the 7th. So we need to be was just looking at that point in time. I will tell you, of course, here in the channel. Remember to smash the like button, and we'll see if May the 7th is the point where this is going to happen. Of course, if Jerome Powell gets fired, maybe we have this bull run till that point, or maybe not. Donald Trump again saying, if I want the Fed Chair Jerome Powell out, he will be out there real fast. Is this possible? Well, Treasury Secretary Chuck Bessent warns that removing Fed Chair Powell could rattle markets. So, what kind of game are they playing? True inflation allegedly is going down 1.37%. So, yeah, maybe tariffs are deflationary after all and not inflationary. What's true out there? We might never know. Donald Trump just on social media saying all the good things and giving all kind of arguments to Jerome Powell in order to cut the rates, but he will not do it. Also, he talked about cryptocurrencies and he said that it's a good idea having clear Bitcoin and stablecoin regulations. So, yeah, they are trying to be loosened on those rules on crypto banking to spur innovation. This is bullish. the regulator talking about loosening it a little bit in those regulations. And this is maybe good because United States, everybody should run as the European Central Bank is going to launch the CBDC by October 2025, remember? So yeah, we'll see how this works out. We have more news. Italy Prime Minister Meloni was in United States. He was in a meeting with Donald Trump, and she said that sure, Europe is going to make a tariff deal with United States. People concerned that it should be Europe as a whole talking with Donald Trump, not different countries. So is Europe as a whole going to an end? Are going to dismantle? Or what's going on out there? Very, very interesting, the meeting. I would recommend you to watch it. This is my homework for today too. And Peter Schiff says that also maybe there's a deal close to be a reality with India on those tariffs. So that would be bullish too, coming from Peter Schiff, the guy that is really happy about his bet in gold. We have to recognize that after all this time, well, he's making good money with that. Expect today volatility because we have options for Bitcoin and Ethereum that are going to not close. And you know that always when this happens, we have volatility in the market. And also interesting, if this is true, that allegedly Trump has a minerals deal with Ukraine that is going to be signed next Thursday. So more and more good things, like for example, that institutions keep on buying. BlackRock and Fidelity keep on buying. Also, talking about rules and legislation, Arizona Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill passed final committee. So those reserves are incoming. And we have this news coming from grocery store giant Spar. They are testing Bitcoin and Lightning payments in Switzerland. It has 13,900 stores across 48 countries. So this is massive for adoption of Bitcoin, of course. Gold making all new highs. Crazy that they printed another trillion. But Bitcoin just needs 8% pump to become the 5th largest asset in the world. So good for Bitcoin that now everybody is comparing in the chart with gold, as you can see here with this cap and handle. And not just that, also with Standard & Poor's 500 in different time frames. But yeah, Bitcoin keeps on, just delaying the banana time that we all deserve. And the stock market, one day is in the red, one day is in the green. We'll see how things work on Monday. Any case, in the future CME, we broke this line and we are in 85,300. So this is a good thing. And some bubbles are in the green. Some believe that the interesting ones are now the ones related with gold. What about that? Do you buy some Tether gold, things like that? I don't, but maybe it's a good idea. What do you think about that? Good for Chainlink that just flipped the New York Times in market cap, and good for stablecoins as a whole. Stablecoin transaction volume just surpassed Visa's payment volume for the first time in 2024. Ethereum just trying to fill the gaps, but not enough yet. And with that, we came to the end of today's video, saying hello to these new cats coming into the family. So yeah, if you find in this vacation time people that want to know about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, just let them know that there's this chance, this freedom chance. They should learn about it, not just crypto, also AI with our channel, Rodrigo Ornedo, Inteligencia Artificial, of course, about Bitcoin and crypto. With Rodrigo Ornedo, Noticias Bitcoin, fun on the ride, health, money, love, pouring in peace, and the best is yet to come.